Hey guys, quick overview of CZ's two sporting models or sporting pistols. The one is more known than the other one. So this is the Shadow 2 and this is the TS2. Everybody kind of confuses this one for this one, thinking it's the same gun, but it's not. And they got two different applications, or the idea of that CZ had was two different applications. So this pistol, the Shadow 2, they always designed around the 9mm cartridge. And this, the TS2, was designed around the 40 Smith & Wesson cartridge. So this pistol was intended or designed to compete in IPSC or USPSA production division, and this was designed to compete in IPSC standard division or USPSA limited division. So slight differences. This pistol is about 5% bigger in physical size than this one. So we'll just do a quick quick comparison of it. So if we stack that one up there and we stack that one up there, you can see that it's about half an inch longer at the muzzle. The TS is longer than the Shadow. I don't know if it's going to show up on the video, but the TS is slightly wider in the frame than what the Shadow is. Like both kind of the same height, except this has got a magwell on that makes it slightly longer. Sights are similar, kind of blacked out rear, fiber optic on the front. Shadows on top, slightly narrower, but very little, so slightly narrower there. And the actual grip panels are interchangeable, although they say different things. But I think you can see that distance versus that distance, and that's basically what this one's wider than that one. Magazine capacities. Remember, this one was designed for 40, so this one's in 9 currently, but I mean it was really designed around the 40. So they got these ribs in to make up for the smaller cartridge. This one's designed around 9, so it doesn't have that in. So if you look at the mags on the back, you can see that mag slightly wider than that mag, and if we compare them that way, they also slightly wider. The TS mag is slightly wider. This one holds 17 rounds. This one holds 20 rounds. In 9, but in 40, this will hold 17. In USPSA, IPSC, the gun has to fit in a box, and so you can't really go any longer on the mag. USPSA, they limit you on mag length, so you can put that shoe on, and then on 9 you get an extra 3 rounds, so this will take 23. If you use that on 40, you'll get 20 rounds. Where you don't have that option, there you can put a shoe on in USPSA and bump it up to 20, but in IPSC it won't go into the box. Okay, controls are very similar. The Shadow is single double action manual safety that only goes on when the gun is cocked. Slide release over there. The TS2, single action only, and also safety only goes on when the gun's cocked. It's got a bigger paddle there, and it comes like that with a bigger paddle. Remember, in IPSC standard gun and USPSA limited, you start cocked and locked, and that's why you got the bigger paddle. Production in both USPSA and IPSC, you start hammered down on a loaded chamber, and you've got to start your first shot double action, thereafter single action. In the box for the Shadow 2, you get a paddle type safety if you want to install that. Sights are similar. This one's got a adjustable rear, so it's windage, drift adjustable for windage, and then elevation, it's actually got an adjustment screw over there. This one doesn't have any adjustment, only drift adjustable for windage, but that's spot on as it is. Also, the TS2 comes with a magwell, and the Shadow 2 does not have a magwell. Again, production does not allow a magwell. Standard gun or limited gun does allow a magwell. Hence, that's kind of the differences between the designs. The TS has got a very proud mag release that stands out very wide. The Shadow has got a similar mag release, but it's got an adjustable paddle, so you can slack that off and put it at different angles, so you kind of get to it better. The Shadow's got this dust cover, full-length dust cover with like a pick rail or a rail attachment at the bottom. I'm not sure why they put that on, because these are sport guns. These are range guns for, like I say, for USPSA or IPSC. On the TS2, they left it smooth. Okay, guys, just a weight on the two, what they weigh. I don't know if the scale will show up on that, but the Shadow 2 weighs in at 1,228 grams, and the TS2 weighs in at 1,280 grams, so definitely slightly heavier. Trigger pull, if I get the Lyman trigger pull gauge, get reading, take up the slack, 1 pound 4.8 ounces, take up the slack, 1 pound 2 ounces, very light. On the Shadow single action, £2 13.8 ounces, take up the slack, £2 10.7 ounces. Also very good trigger, but the trigger weight's about half. Double action pull, 7 pounds 12 ounces. Not bad. Very long but smooth smooth pull. Which one to buy? Well, that would depend on what you're going to be doing. So if you clear in your mind that you're shooting USPSA limited or IPSC standard gun, get that one in 40 Smith & Wesson. If you clear in your mind you're shooting production in either USPSA or IPSC, get this one. This one is heavier to carry around. This one's lighter for range carry. This one's more versatile. The Shadow is more versatile in that you can do production as well as limited or standard gun with it. You can put a magwell on to get it to that. You can change the trigger to single action to get it to that. So you can do, this pistol can essentially do everything that this pistol does, but this one can't do what this one does. So this one is more versatile. This one's got a slightly longer sight radius by half an inch, 3/4 of an inch than what this one's got. So if open sights, that is important. Out the box, this one has got all the upgrades. This is about $1,600. This is about $1,200. So there's a 33% difference in price. So it's just which one you can afford, and if you're not sure, get them both. Guys, I hope that clarifies things. Stay safe. We'll talk again. Cheers.